Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Qualifier Weekend Sealed event. If I can get 7 match wins before 2 match losses today in Sealed, and 7 match wins before 2 losses in Draft tomorrow, I will qualify for the Arena Championship, a massive event with a massive cash prize and a lot of prestige. And so we are going to be doing our best today. If you do enjoy this video, subscribe for more. Love to have you in the community. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. Let's open some good cards. Okay, dokie. Heck yes. Elspeth, Soul, Fight Rigging, and Undercover Operative, and a land. We got this. Let's go. We're definitely going brokers. I don't think anything that could incentivize me not to play brokers because I've got all of these cards that are all broker cards. So we're just going to build that up and dive in. We're going to start by doing a first pass of just adding all of the cards that are like kind of good. We have 2 Gathering Throngs. We could play that card if we needed to. Bum, 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 bum. We can also play that. We'll go back through at the end and maybe see what we need there. Green, Jewel Thief, you love to see it. Venom Connoisseur. Okay. So this is currently the deck. We're gonna have to see what our main colors are. Playing this guy because we have these Metropolis Angels, so things with counters are good. I'm just gonna add all of the potentially feasible cards that we could play, and then shave them down. That way it will be easier. Okay. So this is the 60 cards that we could play. We're going to only play 17 lands, I think, even though we have some expensive cards. And then let's just start shaving away the obvious bad cards. I don't like playing Buy or Silence. It's just too expensive. I like all these top-end cards, though. I don't think Paragon is what we need. It's a bit slow. Even though Sealed can be slower, it's just not the best card. We don't need Glittermonger. We don't need Treasure Synergies, and our deck doesn't go that expensive. I don't love Quick Draw Dagger in Sealed because you're not generally attacking as reliably, and so you can't put your phone on the back foot to use this. 2 Gathering Throngs is not enough. I think you need at least 3. Gilded Pinions is a good sideboard card. Now with 2 drops, some of it will depend on what our main 2 colors are. We might just be kind of straight 3 color, but you want to have enough 2 drops that are good in the late game. So like Venom Connoisseur, because it can gain Death Touch, is going to be relevant in the late game, especially with our Mage's Attendant to make everything have Death Touch. But like Civic Gardener is not going to have reliable impact in the late game. Neither is Socialite. Broker's Veteran is kind of on that threshold. Skycrier, not a card that's really going to have late game impact. I like Backup Agent a little bit just because I have these 2 Metropolis Angels, so it has extra utility there. How many Citizens do I have? Sure, it's also just a 2/3, but yeah, Citizen, 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 Citizen. Got a few Citizens. So if we're white-green, if we're white-green base, we'll play this anyway. But it looks like we have a lot of blue-white cards early, and then green is a little bit of a tertiary color, which is fine, because we don't necessarily need to go super heavy into green. So if green isn't one of our main colors, we can just leave that on the sidelines. But I guess we wouldn't want to play Venom Connoisseur in that case either. Maybe that's fine. We just want to have good mana. Make Disappear could be good. Broker's Veteran is a fine 2-drop. So we have 3 good 2-drops early. We have 2 hold for ransoms. Witness Protection's not my favorite card. I think I'm going to cut that. Slip Out the Back has some nice applications. I generally like Slip Out the Back. I think Lackey's a good addition as well. Early drop that just has some synergies. It's a card we can discard. It's just a card that has some utility. I'm going to cut the Obscure Initiate. A little bit slow. We have a lot of 4-drops. I like Celebrity Fencer with the Angels. How many creatures do I have? 16. And it works well with the Mage's Attendants. I'm thinking about cutting the Celebrity Fencer, don't worry. I like the rocks. I like all these top-end cards. Kaldea Strongarm could be a cut. I like the idea of putting its counters onto something and then cycling towards my bombs, though. Hypnotic Grifter is a bit slow, for sure. I think this is actually a good combat trick. So if I wanted to play mostly white-blue, I would just cut like random green cards that weren't like my top-end cards. Jewel Thief is obviously great. I think Libation is also pretty great. But I don't want to play that many forests, is the thing. Tazim! That's a classic counter. I'm so glad you've been enjoying my videos. Okay, Libation could be a good splash. Fencer feels pretty solid to me. My creature count is dwindling, though. But I do have a lot of creatures still. And it works well with the Angel. Not sure I want the Grifter. You like cutting Jewel Thief? Whoa! Thank you, counter MTG. I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna cut the Grifter. One, two. Could cut Libation. Could cut Slip Out the Back. I'm gonna cut Slip Out the Back. I have I have a lot of relatively high number of green cards. So I think 3, 4, 5 green sources should be fine, maybe. This is 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources, and 6 green sources for that should seem pretty reasonable. 886. That seems pretty solid, actually. Let's just double check that we don't. I don't think I want any green 2-drops with only 6 sources. But yeah, lowering green sources is fine, probably, but I think I'm also okay with the number I have. I have 8 of the other ones. This card's sometimes okay. Fencer's sometimes a little slow, but I think it's the Unsealed. It's good. Yeah, I think I'm going to run it like this. This card's also sometimes nice. This card's a bit slow, but it's sometimes nice as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to run it like this. I think 6 green sources is a little bit much. But we do have 8 of the other 2s. And that just means that we won't have to fetch green with Broker's Hideout quite as much. We don't need to cast this early anyway, so we have like a few blue 2-drops, a few white 2-drops, and then a couple of green 3-drops and white 3-drops. Yeah, I think I'm going to run it like this. Yeah, Could maybe run 18 lands, but I think I'll be fine. Anyway, that's going to do it for the build. Maybe we'll make changes later on, but for now, let's just get to the matches. Before I get to the games, I want to take a moment to say thank you to all of the patrons who support my content directly at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. It feels really good to be able to make videos every day, and it is in large part thanks to patrons that I am able to do so. If you're interested in joining the Patreon, helping me make videos, helping me improve my content, and gaining access to some exclusive rewards and bonus content, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. I really do appreciate it. Without further ado, though, let's get to the games. Welcome to round one. We have a great opening hand. 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. I could see 18 lands being correct in our deck. I can copy their Falco with my undercover operative. If I only drew a land. You're kidding me. That's brutal. This is tough. Undercover operative copying pickpocket might be the play at the end. It's just unfortunate, honestly. I mean, opponent has 5 lands and I have like 3, so. Why not copying Falco? Because I can't use the Falco very well. If they replay Falco, I have some potential outs. Maybe if I draw my hold for ransom. Yeah. Oh my gosh, their deck is sick. Imagine if I just ripped a forest off the top. Oh no, it's not good. I'm fine trading this thing for any of their creatures. Next turn I can put the counter on there, get my Elspeth. Oh, that's brutal. This would be huge if I could draw this. I mean, draw a land. Gosh, darn it. So they tap this guy. Tackle. Oh, I was so close to winning that. I was so close. I needed to draw a land that last turn and I would have won, I think. Oh, that's so brutal. That's so brutal. Oh my gosh. Gosh, that's brutal. Bring in Buy Your Silence. Actually, yeah, I want to cut. And their deck is insane. Jeez Louise. What are cards that are susceptible to bounce? This card is super susceptible to bounce. Maybe the most susceptible in the nation. Yep, I'm on it. Okay, we're going to try it like that. Oh, that was frustrating. We were so close. We just got mana screwed for too long. If we'd drawn lands earlier, we would have been fine. Honestly, I could cut a Rocks Pummeler because of the bounce as well. This is a good hand, though. Think that was worth it? Dang it, I was hoping they'd get mana screwed as a result of that. Broker's Charm? Nope, they're just drawing 2 cards. Interesting. I need this to resolve.
Point me towards the fight. I'm ready. Let's do this together.
Gosh darn it. I didn't know they had that card, though.
Hey, I'm just running an errand. Be brave.
I am very vulnerable right now if they have a removal spell and toast. Or a bounce spell. Oh, it's so frustrating to have such a good deck and to lose. Yep. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're gonna lose. This is so sad. We're gonna lose. It's not even gonna be close. Come on, Rocks Pummeler. Come on, Rocks Pummeler. Kinda. That's brutal. Now I can block there and block there. What is it like, opponent? Just to live in your world for a day. What is it like? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Could I just draw my Rocks Pummeler one time in my life? It would be so nice to draw that card. I would actually be able to win then. If I draw Rocks Pummeler, I play it, get a counter on it, get my soul, kill my 3 things, get 3 angels. They have had every answer this entire game. Libation? Nope. Oh, man. The first game in particular was really frustrating because if I'd drawn a land, I was back in it. But I got mana screwed for like 8 turns. Or not 8 turns, probably like 4 turns, but still. Dang. My deck is kind of insane. Like, one of the best sealed pools I've opened in this format. I just lose 0-2. Yep. I don't think I'm supposed to play around the uncommon Aven. But if I had played around the uncommon Aven, I would have had my 3-1 around for longer, which would have been really good. Like, my deck has got to be significantly above average considering I have, I think, 4 on-color rares. I'm not going to burn the treasure. It could be useful later for something. I could have attacked with that thing. I suspect my opponent of being bad. Mainly because they suicided a shield counter off of Wing Shield Agent for no reason. They have all their mana up. The reason I'm doing it like this is because then I can potentially blow them out with Run Out of Town. if they go for a double block. Sure. They might have counterspell here. Shift it around. So I can block the Crooked Custodian. I'm still slightly behind in terms of racing capabilities. So I'm not, like, if they manage to, like, kill my guy at instant speed or something. So I'm not going to quite attack with the Echo Inspector yet. Next turn I will, though. Because then I'll be ahead enough on the race. But then they can attack me back for flying with everything. So the Echo Inspector is kind of the key to the whole shebang. Because then their Wing Shield Agent can, like, attack and give their Crooked Custodian flying and... Oh no. They have a Strangle, they have a Make Disappear, they have a Murder. Those are the only interactive spells we see so far. They don't have a land, they're in trouble. Because they need to be able to play both their flyers. If they play just one flyer, I've got them on the ropes. Oh no. So I can destroy the Sleep with the Fishes at some point if I want to. This is a very clever play. See, if I kill this thing... Oh, they put it on the bottom. Makes sense, makes sense. If they had put it on top, they would have milled it. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, Small Sam. I have definitely been thinking about that. I'm going to do it now, in fact. I was holding up Counterspell or using that. We got this one locked up. They have a good deck. This card could be really good. Maybe I should have shaved the forest after doing that. Might be correct for me to go to 18 lands. Because I have a lot of 6-drops and stuff. I think I'm going to try that next round. Sure, I'm fine with them doing that. Hey, Ben, how are you? Going to live. Oh yeah, my deck is insane. I got 4 on color rares, in my band deck. I did lose round 1 though, because I got mana screwed in game 1, and then my opponent had it all in game 2. But we're gonna win this round, I think. No. I guess I'll do this. You're gonna sacrifice it? Okay. Oh, I could have countered that. Why do I always forget that that's an option? Dang it. Dang, dang, dang. Yeah, countering that would have been really good. I hope they attack. Them playing this means that they have their 6-drop, I think. Or something else. That's also scary. If I draw a land and I get to go Rocks Pummeler, that'd be great. I found myself wanting to draw land every single game in every single round. Pretty much. Except for game 2 that one time. But if I draw a land, it's just game over. I should add a land to my deck. I need to play 18 lands in this build. Luckily, I'm not punished this time. Bet you're there wishing they had a deal gone bad now. Yeah, they're just going to concede. No, we would rather just have a 3/3 flyer of our own. Because then they wouldn't have any flyers and we'd have 9 power in the air. Okay, let's add a land. Presumably a plains. They conceded. That's what happened. What do I cut? Maybe libation? Libation's really good with all my tramplers, though. We cast one off of fight rigging. Hmm. Lackey's really good with the make disappears, and the fish token's pretty nice. I might cut a celebrity fencer, honestly. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm glad I have an 18th land here, because I have to keep this hand. But I also want to draw lands. Oh no, 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 no! Give me a forest off the top, please. God, no. No, we're not playing the 1-2 connive. Gathering Throng? How many did they get? Oh, they already have the other ones in their hand. That's funny. Yay. That's funny. That is a funny curve out. I'm just going to get this thing rolling, I think. Actually, no. I'm going to play this first. Gonna ditch that. Actually, I'm gonna ditch that. I can put a counter on it next turn. Punished. Getting a removal spell mid-combat seems a little bit better than the 3-1 flyer, but it could be... It's close. A lot of the removal they could have that would kill a 3-4 would be enchantment-based, so Crowbar doing work here. Ah, Rocco! Who are you gonna call? Rocco! Okay, that's not great for me. Get the counter. Rococo. I do still want to grow my guys. So I can like get this thing for free at some point, but it's not as big of a priority as if I had like a Rocks Pummeler under there. Slightly light on white mana here. Gonna play this because that gives me more things that are good to sacrifice it. I shouldn't have played my land though. I should have waited until post combat. Because if I draw planes here, I get punished. Oh, I could destroy the angel and keep it, yeah. But I like having a shield counter on it. I don't really care about the random 3-2. For every forest? Yep, that's fine. They have a bunch of 1 toughness guys. Do I have any anti-1 toughness stuff? Skycrier, maybe? Trades with everything, pretty much, it feels like. I'll consider it. Probably not going to play it, though. That thing lines up well against a lot of their stuff. I mean, this guy's just insane against them. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. I could play a 0-4. That could have been good. Because the 0-4 lines up well. Why do I think about these things right after I lock in my list? Playing a 0-4 lines up well against the Gathering Throngs. Yeah, my deck is insane. That's why losing is disappointing. Because it's like, well, it's not really the deck's fault. It's kind of my fault. Because round 1, if I'd played an extra land, I might have been able to win. I forget if I drew the Celebrity Fencer or not. I don't think I did. Bring in my Leonin Arbiter. I'm going to keep this on the draw. Well, that was an insane draw. Do they have Broken Wings? I'll hold up my counter spell. Then I can use this next turn to get a plains. I'll just counter their little mini 2-for-1. Don't want them finding an overseer or something. Might as well counter it at the source, as they say. I'm fine trading here so I can get the fish and start loading up counters on it. Yep. Gonna sacrifice my Skybridge Towers this turn. Yikes. Rats. That was good. Oh. Huge. Feels good to win with my insane rare deck. Yep. Yes, sir. Whew. Two and one. This is a good hand. Once again, I'm glad I have the 18th land. I think with two 6-drops and a 7-drop, an 18th land is worth it. Especially because I have a cycling land and a land that I can sacrifice in the late game. Black, green, so it's Riveteers, is it? I don't want to give them a treasure so they can start drawing extra cards, so I'll just double block. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate that. Thanks for the well wishes. Just need to survive until I get to soul. Thanks, counter. I guess I could have equipped Mage's Attendant with the crowbar and then equipped back. But then they would have known I had Make disappear then. Ugh. I feel like they might have the 4-mana kill a creature and then kill an artifact rare, Unleash the Inferno. I'm glad I didn't go 0-2 with this deck because it's really good. Well, the deck I lost to was pretty good too. Okay. So they got a treasure so they can use that for something. We'll probably get rid of this, this, and this. The shield counter on this is worth more than a random equipment. Ah! I know I could kill the freelance muscle, but I still just like doing this. This thing's going to hit me for 7. And then I can hold it for ransom, maybe. I think this is a good limited format. I actually probably like this one better. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, sir. Got there! Hence the 1,100 plus games played. That is a large number of games. Witness protection is good against their like big clunkier guys. And Facebreaker. So I'm gonna bring that in. Then what do I cut? Libation. I just think I don't tend to find ninjutsu to be a fun mechanic in draft. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I don't think it's that fun of a mechanic. I know some people really like it, but for me it just isn't that. It's really frustrating to play against. It's like yeah, just not my favorite mechanic. I don't think the rares were the problem in VoW. I think the fact that the mechanics were all really boring was the problem in VoW. I can't cast anything in his hand. Okay, this is good. Gosh, this card's going to be so good if I keep drawing lands. I'm just going to get rid of the... This is kind of greedy, but like at the same time, I'm not going to kill them particularly fast. I mean, it just is just not fun to play against for me. I mean, it just makes combat really, like, linear. You get blown up by combat tricks way more. For, like, and there's, like, nothing you can do about it, really, in many respects. Yeah. I mean, I've played Modern Horizons, which also had ninjutsu, and I didn't love the ninjutsu part of that set either, even though it carried me to day 2 of a Grand Prix. I'm gonna attack here. And then I'm gonna loot away the soul. I think limited can be very newer player friendly. I mean, when I started playing, that was the set I played. That was the format I played. What's going on with the good old opponent over there? Don't know what's happening. Do they have a board sweeper? Do they have... Yeah, but it can be fun, and it feels, like, fair to play. Like... Okay, if I make this a 1-1, I'm just going to play fight raking first, I think. Like, when I first started playing, I liked limited because I didn't have to have all the cards. Man, the fact that Small Sam went from never playing to playing 1,100 games 3 sets later is crazy. I agree that with Bad Clouds that they need some newer player-friendly sets. I think that those are key, and that it's... I don't even necessarily find the more complex sets to be that much more fun anyway. Yeah, exactly, Diabolical Machine. People forget that. I used to never play Constructed because it cost like $200 to put together a deck. And I was like, well, I don't have $200 to just buy a deck. Great point, Diabolical Machine. Oh, well, I'll sacrifice this guy then. You leave me no choice. Oh my gosh, I really do want to copy their guy. Oh my gosh, if I had drawn a land, that would have been great. Okay. I hope I don't lose. I think also Arena does have a cost to Constructed. If you're not a limited player. If you're a limited player, Constructed is relatively easy to play because you just have a lot of wild cards and stuff. Which is kind of funny because it's, no. Okay, goodbye, Elspeth. I think I can copy the undercover operative as the thingamabobber. I think I heard a judge ruling on that. Because it came up in the streamer tournament. So we're going to test that now. Yeah, it works. It's so funny that that interaction came up. It's so funny that that interaction came up. Oh, I really like Commander too. Commander is really fun if you're playing with friends who all are kind of on the same page. Commander gets really difficult when you're playing with strangers who have insane decks or strangers who have really bad decks or... Yeah, Constructed is limited makes playing Constructed easier. There are some things that you need to adjust. Yeah, not having paid the additional cost is kind of crazy. But yeah, the fact that you in Constructed you mulligan a lot more. Oh my gosh, on the draw with this thing. I'm gonna keep this. That didn't have anything to talk about. I mean, Kuroda, that's kind of... That drafted an LGS being like $10 or whatever. 12 bucks, 15 bucks. That was kind of a standard for a long time. I might Luxurious Libation just as a... to get a 1-1. Never mind, we're countering that. We're countering that, we're countering that, we're countering. Lanto! Yes! Ah, no. No. I wanted land. Where have all of my lands gone, and where are all the plains? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? I just want to rig a fight, is that too much to ask? Casting spells for just a couple mana. Da 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 da. I need a hero. We're gonna go full greed here. Somewhere after midnight. Like, if they kill this guy, I'm in trouble, but what can you do? I'm gonna be discarding to hand size anyway. Really? Well, that was probably better for me in the long run anyway. Not drawing a single land is not very fun for me. It's a bit punishing when I can't cast a spell. Drawing lands would be real nice. I don't think Pummeler is gonna happen this game. Discard to hand side. No, I'm totally dead. That is a scary card. Scary card. Do 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 do. I'm getting completely farmed. That game had too many decisions for me to make. I agree. Mainly the do I keep or do I mull? Do I keep or do I mull? Do I stay or do I go? Take to the streets is super scary, especially because they have double cabaret charm. Man, I didn't even consider playing Backstreet Bruiser. Like, I didn't even notice that I had that card in my pool until this exact moment. Like, this is the first time I'm realizing that I have that card. What the heck? How did I not even see that card? That card would probably potentially be main deckable for me. And I just didn't even realize that I had it. What the heck? That's a yikers. I didn't even notice. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal because the card's not that good, but... Okay, we have a hand. We have 4 lands. We're on the play. From misery to happiness to glee. I'm on the play with Angel into operative for me. I'm on the play with what I want for ransom. I'm on the play with plains and islands. Handsome? I don't know. What rhymes with ransom? Why are they blitzing? Stop blitzing, opponent! They must need a land. You used to be able to trust a good old patrol, but we're gonna play this land because I need a green source and a double blue source. Ah, they needed a land. As anticipated. Indeed. Indubitably. Indubitably. No, they strangled me for anything. Ooh. There we go, up to a slow start. And I immediately draw my colored source anyway. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. What I want from this way. There we go. don't really want to copy Mage's Attendant. I have better things to copy. They have 6 cards in hand. Terrifying. No! No! You monster! I'll do my best to do the best to do the best I can. I'll do my best. I really like when I can draw my lands. Da, 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 da. From what I want from this world, and yes and now, I'll make it the next world. Maybe I'll draw a spell at some point yonder in the future. I'd hope it happened, yama. Da 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 da. Right turning yesterday. And now that I don't want for anything. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 3 here. And next turn I'll draw 2 cards. I mean, this thing's kind of scary for sure. They'll eventually kill me with that. No! Oh my gosh, Freelance Muscle is terrifying. I'll do my best to draw all of the lands in my deck. Heck yes. Just what the doctor ordered. Just what the doctor ordered. Gosh, going to 5 is so scary against the stupid witty Roastmaster. I think this is correct, though. If they have Cabaret Charm, I'm dead anyway. Yep. Yes, sir, we died. It was sad, but it was true. I had nothing I could do, 'cause I drew 11 lands and 4 spells. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Some days you just can't catch a break. When you draw all your lands in the game where you just got screwed. Dang. That's why you play the games. If you could have shown this deck to anybody, I think they would have loved to have it. I don't think I played badly. I don't think I played, like, yeah, I don't know. Nothing I could have done there. Getting to 7 wins before 2 losses is difficult. This deck had the power level to get there, just not the good fortune in the games. I think I lost 4 games to... I think the 2 matches I lost, I think I lost every game to mana problems in some capacity. Well, no, the 1 game I lost was just my opponent just having everything every turn, and then I flooded out the end. So yeah, kind of mana problems in every game. I don't know. I still think 18 lands was correct, even though I flooded horribly, because the game before I got mana screwed. Oh, it feels bad, but, you know, 3 and 2, above average. And everybody hanging out in chat was really fun to have around as well. So yeah, if you were watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button, make me feel a little bit better about myself. Subscribe to the channel, comment with your questions, thoughts, feedback. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave hashtag GG Emancipation. Because every time I cast this card, my opponent like conceded the next turn. And yeah, so let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Check out the Patreon if you'd like to support my content. And then in the description, you can find links to all of my other cool stuff. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.